Hello and welcome back to another van tour. This is van number 4 and finally earning its name, Signature Adventure Layout. We'll show you that once we get inside, but first let's talk about the outside of the van. This is a Mercedes-Benz 144 Wheelbase. It's 2019 in graphite gray. This particular customer opted for the original Mercedes-Benz tires, so we did not go with our usual Rhino tires and wheels. So as we move towards the back of the van, we have a CRL Lords window, our luminous ladder, and again, this customer opted to not have the surf pole. Up on the roof, we have 630 watts, 3 panels totaling 210 watts each, all put into one big panel. You see on the roof, we also have an LED light on this side of the van, and we'll continue towards the back. In the back of the van, we also have another LED light that functions unanimous with the other side LED lights. Here we have our short power outlet. Although we have plenty of solar panels, if you're ever out in a camping where you're going to be surrounded by trees or not getting the sufficient sun that you need for the panels, you always have the availability to plug in to the RV site. In the front of the van, on top, we have an LED light bar that works with an on switch next to the steering wheel. On this side of the van, we have a Mercedes-Benz stock window, which came already with the van. And now, let's go inside. So before we go inside the van, on the flooring we have over 2 inches of wood and foam board insulation, making it a 4-season van. Also have an S-bar heated connected right under the passenger seat with its own exhaust pipe under the van. So here we have their signature lagoon table with our console. This table rotates all the way out, making it a nice dining area or working area for 2 people. So inside of the van, in the console area, we have a library here. Under this seat, we have your storage for your toilet, and on this one we have a safe to keep all of your valuables, laptops, cell phones, cameras while you're outside of the van. Fits 2 laptops and a DSLR camera. That safe is bolted onto the van floor, so there's no stealing of your valuables. For the kitchen countertops, we opted for a gray quartz. We always like the quartz better than the granite as it is lighter. We have a 2-burner induction cooktop, which we also provide pots and pans for with the van. We have a stainless steel Ruvati Italian sink, which comes with a cutting board, which you can use obviously for cutting your veggies. Inside you have a basket that can also be for freshening up your vegetables and fruits, as well as a tray liner for all your dishes. And a 12-volt marine grade isotherm fridge. Behind the counter, we also have 2 additional outlets for your 110 electronics. Behind the overhead kitchen cabinets, we also installed a smoke detector and CO2 detector. It comes with cruise control on your steering wheel, 7-inch multimedia screen, and a backup camera, all Mercedes-Benz stock. Up above, you have plenty of kitchen storage, all magnetized so the doors don't open while the car is being driven. Up on the roof, we have 5.5-inch pine with recessed lighting that connects to our dimmer switch. 3 drawers for pantry, utensils, and other kitchen utilities. And under here, we have everything plumbing. So under the sink, we have a water pump that turns on and off. And we have your solenoid ball valve, which allows you to drain your gray water with just a click of a button. So especially now with everything that's going on in the world, you never have to go outside of your van into an RV site and touch anything that's previously been touched or handled by another person. A 10-gallon gray tank and a fire extinguisher for any emergencies. We have a switch for your water heater. That's a 2.5 tank water heater, Bosch. Right by the bed, you have your S-bar heater controller, which you can set at a temperature right from your bed. And if it gets colder than that temperature at the nighttime or when you're not in the van, it always regulates itself to the temperature that you've set it. So we have a max air fan here, which also comes with a magnetic fan cover, which is insulated, and that is regulated with your fan remote that is always placed on your night table here. On this night table, we also have the light bar for under the kitchen and a 4-outlet USB to charge your goodies or your electronics. With the Max Air Fan, you have these windows that you open, and you always have this cross ventilation. So when you're cooking breakfast in the morning, any bacon, anything like that with high smells, you turn on the fan and it'll blow everything out. So on this cube here, you have a 110 outlet charger as well as USB chargers, and it's carpeted so you can always charge your electronics there or use it as a library. So here we have our switches. This is the switch for the 3 LED lights that we mentioned outside. This is our inverter switch, which turns on all your 110 outlets. The dimmer switch for your recessed lighting. Your water gauge to let you know your water level is. And our battery monitor. However, you can also have everything that's on here on your phone connected via Bluetooth, so you can see how your battery and your solar panels are performing right on the palm of your hand. So onto the bedroom. This customer actually opted to not have overhead cabinets in their bed, and we went ahead and did the cutouts, which is signature to our layouts, which provides an additional 4 inches of room if you were to sleep from side to side. Right now, with these cutouts, we enable a person that would be 5'8" to sleep side to side. We also, however, offer flares, which takes it up to about 6'5". And now to the motherboard of this entire operation. So starting from the top, we have 3 hooks that can be used for your gear after mountain biking, or dirty clothes, or your towels after you're freshening up. Behind this box, we have your 42-gallon freshwater tank and your 2.5-gallon Bosch water heater. Your shower, your hot and cold, and your water tank fill-up. Back here you have your light switch that provides light to the entire garage. Another fire extinguisher for back of the cabin emergencies. So we basically have the garage separated into 2 parts. You have your electrical on one side and your water on another side. Obviously, electricity and water do not match, so we try to keep those as far away from each other as possible. The third part of this garage is for all the fun stuff. We specifically designed this layout so that you can put your mountain bikes and all your other goodies and toys right in the garage, and no storage outside of the van is necessary. Over here we have 4 100 amp Battle-Born lithium batteries, totaling 400 amp hours of battery bank, powering your entire van. So on top of the batteries, you have an entire control system for all of your batteries. We have gone an additional step protecting that unit by adding this plexiglass and allowing you easy access in case you need to change fuse or provide maintenance to your systems. So starting from the back to the front, we have your Victron charge controller, which is a smart controller, and this allows you to have all the information about your batteries and your solar panels right to your phone. You have your main power on switch, and here the only thing you ever should have to worry about is changing your fuses if one of them should ever go out. So here we have your 3000 watt inverter, which is more than enough to power your induction cooktops and your water heater, so you'll never need anything else. Your inverter is connected to a 110 breaker box for safety purposes. So above me, we have our bed frame, which we custom make from 80/20 aluminum. Each one of these bars can hold up to 300 pounds, and we have 4 aluminum bars. In addition to that, we leave additional nuts and bolts on the extrusions so that you can hang skateboards, snowboards up on the roof and leave plenty of space on the floor for other goodies and toys. And that is it for van number 4, Van Tour. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to see you next time.